authority over them calls themselves benefactors. What that means is rich people like to give to the poor, so the poor people look at them and go, "Oh, you're so great." Benefactors. But you are not to be like that. Instead, the greatest among you should be like a child, the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. For who's greater? The one who's at the table or the one who serves? You know, the world says it's obviously the one who's at the table. But what does Jesus say? But I am among you as one who serves. You are those who have stood by me in my trials, and I confer on you a kingdom, just as my Father conferred one on me, so that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Jesus is telling them a really amazing spiritual thing here. They're not thinking spiritually. They're going, thrones? Yeah! I want mine inlaid with gold, with purple all up the side, and I'm going to be sitting up there, and I want to judge the tribe of Judah. Come on, that's me, Judah. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking a physical kingdom. What Jesus is going, you guys, come on. I'm talking about spiritual things here, and you're constantly thinking about physical things. It's not about being a lord. Look at me. I'm the one washing your feet. I'm the one handing out the bread. I'm the one handing out the blood, the wine. I'm serving you. This is what it's all about, and you don't get it. It's a spiritual thing. They're constantly thinking it's a physical thing. And Jesus is trying to teach them about it being a spiritual thing. We've got to get out of the physical mindset. And it's so hard. Why? Because we live in a physical world. You have to go home in a physical car. Open a physical door to go to your physical house. You have to work at a job that pays you money to buy you things. We live so much in a physical world. It's so hard for us to look at things from a spiritual perspective. But that's what Jesus is trying to beat into our heads. He goes on. He says, Simon, Satan is asked to sift all of you as wheat. But I prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail. And when you've turned back, strengthen your brothers. He's telling Simon, he's like, look, Satan is going to go after all of us. You and specifically. And after you have turned back, so what is Jesus expecting here?
Amen.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus knows that failure is a part of life. He really does. You know, I think that's something for a lot of us, it's really hard for us to understand, that failure is a part of life. You're like, don't tell my parents that. They won't let me fail anything. Kids feel that, don't they? Are we happy when they get an F? No. Why? Because we don't want them to fail. We teach them to succeed. Why? Because that's what's been ingrained in us. Failure's not an option. You must succeed. You must pass. You must go higher. There is no grade other than A, except A+. That's the only other one. That's what's ingrained in us. But you know what? The fact of the matter is, Jesus knows that failure is a part of life. That we are going to fail. How many of us succeed at everything we do? No hands. That's right. Wow. Honest people for once. We don't succeed at everything we do. Nobody does. We fail at many things that we do. And we only partially succeed at many other things that we do. Failure is a part of everybody's life. Jesus knows that. He expects that. What did he pray for Simon? Yeah. that your faith won't fail. Judas's faith failed. His faith didn't bring him back to the brothers. His faith led him to a tree. Jesus says, I pray that your faith won't fail you. That through your failure, you will really look and see what's important. It's not about the failing. What is it about?
Yeah.
What you do next. It's about the repenting. He said, I pray that your faith won't fail, and that when you what? Return, you will do what? Yeah, see, it's about what we do. Jesus said it's not enough just to stop doing bad things. Because there's a lot of people out there that look like good moral people. And they stop doing bad things. And you look at them and go, wow, those people are great. How could they not make it to heaven? That's very easy. Because they are not disciples of Jesus. I don't care how much they've stopped doing. It's about what they start doing. Because what does Jesus say? Now get in there with your what? That's right. Apply yourself to the relationships the way that you need to. It's about what you do. It's about how much we put Christ in our life and what we do regarding it. That's what set Peter and Judas apart. They both failed. They both failed miserably. They both denied Christ. One got paid. So what? What the one did, the other didn't. One didn't come back to Christ. One did. One didn't turn back to faith. One did. One didn't get involved with the brothers. One did. The only difference. Amen? And he goes on. He replied, Lord, I'm ready to go with you to prison and to death. Again, thinking what? Physical kingdom. Jesus answered, I tell you, Peter, before the rooster crows today, you will deny me. You will deny 3 times that you know me. Jesus asked, when I sent you without purse or bag or sandals, did you lack anything? Nothing. He said to them, but now you've a purse, take it. Also a bag. And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. It's written. And he was numbered with the transgressors. And I tell you that this must be fulfilled in me. Yes, what is written about me is reaching its fulfillment. The disciples said, see, Lord, here are 2 swords. That's enough, he replied. So, Jesus is telling them, look, Peter, I appreciate what you're saying here, but you're going to disown me 3 times. You're still thinking of a physical kingdom. You got no clue what you're saying. And he said, when I sent you out, did you lack anything? Remember, he sent them out 2 by 2, the 12, and then 2 by 2, the 72. Did you lack anything? And they're like, nothing. What was that about? Trust and faith, that's right. That wasn't about the material things. See, it's not about the physical. Then Jesus says, now I want to tell you something different. If you've got a bag, take it. If you don't have a sword, buy one. What is he saying? You better be prepared for the trial of your life. That's what he's telling us. Get ready. He's not saying go buy a sword. He's saying get ready. You need to be ready for what is to come. And what are the disciples doing? Peter goes, oh, I know one. Thomas probably goes, me too. And Jesus is looking at them going, that's it. That's enough. No more conversations. You are thick. You don't understand. That's okay. Let's go pray. You know, and that's what he says. He says, all right, that's it, that's enough. Let's go back up to the Mount of Olives. I need to pray. Now, we understand a little bit of Jesus' frustration. Literally, going up to the Mount of Olives, what is he dealing with?
A bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah! He's like, oh man, this is who I'm leaving the kingdom with? You wonder why he sweats blood! But we're going to deal with that next Wednesday. The 26th, we deal with the cross. And then the 30th, we deal with the resurrection. And that closes out the book of Luke. Amen.